Good morning, students. So, in past class 2, we discussed about pinhole camera and how we are getting blurred image and how we are getting sharp image from pinhole camera and how the light rays are traveling from source to the screen. These things we discussed, and we discussed one important principle also, that is the light ray will always select least time to travel. The light ray will always select least time to travel from one point to another point. For that, it will select shortest path to reach the destination point. Got it? The light ray always select a path in which it can travel in a shortest time. For that, it will select the shortest path to reach the destination point. This was the principle in past class we discussed. In today's class, I will give you one activity. In our daily life, we can observe this one activity to understand the principle, that is Fermat principle. He is a scientist and he is a lawyer. He is a mathematician, and his name is Perry D. Fermat. This law famously known as Fermat principle. So, in today's class 3, we are going to discuss activity 2. For that, I selected this picture. So, let me give you information about the picture first. So, here is the point M and here is your point N. And watch this. This is a tree, and this also a tree. This is a size in bigger, and this is a shortest one than previous one. And here I made a duplicate tree. The same tree, I made duplicate tree. B is original and G is duplicate tree. Duplicate, just for getting information by making this duplicate tree. Okay. So, here what I am going to do is, I will give you a light story, a small story. Suppose here a crow is there. It's a very intelligent crow. A crow is there here, and it observed that on the floor some food grains are there. On the floor some food grains, విత్తనాలు, తినడానికి కావలసిన విత్తనాలు, food grains. It observed that food grain 1 is present at C, second one, third one and fourth one. This is a smart crow, baga intelligent. So, it observed these food grains on the floor and it wants to reach the tree B after taking this food grain. That smart crow is thinking that, here is that crow, it is thinking that, can I take this food grain on the floor and can I reach the point B on the second tree? Yes, this is the thought. For that, what is its thought is, can I reach as soon as possible to reach the destination point B? What crow is thinking? As soon as possible it will I want to take that, not it will, I want to take that food grain and reaches to the B. That crow will start its journey at A. As soon as possible, it pick up the grain and reaches to the point B. This is the thought of the crow. What it is thinking? It is here, it want to take that food grain and it wanted to reach the point B as soon as possible. So, it needs shortest path to reach the tree B, shortest path. Now, I will start my explanation. We have several paths. Path A, C, B. This is the path 1, and another path is there, A, C, not a C, A, D, B, and A, E, B, and A, F, B. These are the paths. Among the four paths, one is the shortest path. The crow needs to identify the shortest path. If it select shortest path, it will reach the tree B in shortest time also. So, this is the logic. If crow select shortest path to travel from A to B, these are the paths. We have four paths: ACB, ADB, AEB, AFB. We have four paths. First one is ACB and ADB and AEB and AFB. We have four paths. Among these four, one is the shortest path. If crow succeed in finding the shortest path among these four, it can reach the destination point in shortest time also. Okay, you understand? ఒకవేళ క్రో ఈ ఫుడ్ గ్రెయిన్ని తీసుకొని షార్టెస్ట్ టైంలో గనక ట్రీ బికి, సెకండ్ ట్రీకి రీచ్ అవ్వకపోతే ఏమవుతుంది? ఏమవ్వదు సార్. ఈ ఫుడ్ గ్రెయిన్స్ ఎవరైతే పెట్టారో ఆ వేటగాడు దాన్ని పట్టుకోవచ్చా? ఎస్, హీ కెన్ క్యాచ్ దట్ క్రో. ఓకే, జస్ట్ లైక్ దట్ అలా చెప్పాను, అలా ఏం లేదండి. Our intelligent crow wants to reach the destination, that is the second tree, in shortest time. That's its thought. Can you help, you student, can you help the crow in finding the shortest path? Can you? Yes. With our mathematical knowledge, we can find the shortest path to help the crow. Okay, that I will explain now how. Just made a duplicate tree, that is like B, similar to B, we just made a duplicate tree, that is G, and we can take ACB is equal to ACG also, and ADB is equals to ADG, and you can take AEB equals to AEG, and AFB equal to AFG. Observe these paths. With the scale I will show you. With the scale from A, C, B, this is the first path, and another A, D. Oh, we missed this. Can I draw this now? Yes. A, DB, and AEB, AFB. So these are the paths. Among these four, crow must select. To help the crow, I made a duplicate tree and I just drawn few more lines. Instead of, I can take this, FB is equals to FG. Can I take this? Yes, because this is a duplicate for this one, and here if you measure even, you will get this is a 14 centimeters, and here also you will get a 14 centimeters, like that. So here FB is equals to FG, and EB is equals to EG, and DB is equals to DG, and CB is equals to CG. So these are equal. Look, these two are equal in size, and these two are equal in size, and this one is also equal to this one, and this one equal to this one. The size, the length, size is here, length, these are equal in size, so that I written this one, ACB equal to ACG, CB equal to CG. This is what I written. Okay. So now it came to the finish. The final question in the among these ACG and ADG and AEG, AFG, among these four, observe these four, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one is a straight in path? Look, this is not straight. Observe this path, it bend. Itla unte bagundedi, ila vellipoyindi. Yes, it is not straight. It is also not in a straight line. Observe here, and this was bent, and this was bent downwards. Watch this one, it is in a straight line. So AEG, AEG is a straight path. Is a straight path. So we got the path. We can suggest the crow to just fly along the path AEG. So you can reach your destination point in shortest time also. This is the best suggestion to the crow. So here, why we selected this path AEG? Because it is a straight path. If crow selects this path, it can reach the destination point equal to this one, AEG equal to this one. We have a path called AEB. So this is the path crow can select. This is the path. This is the path. If the crow select this path, it can reach in a shortest time. Shortest time. So the crow must take a food grain which is present at E, and it can fly to the B. So this is the path crow must select. Okay. So here we got information that if the path is a straight path, then for a light to reach the destination point, it will take a shortest time. If the path is a straight path, for a light to travel in a straight line is a shortest time. ఇప్పుడు మనం సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకున్న పాత్ స్ట్రైట్ లైన్ అయితే ఆ పాత్లో ట్రావెల్ చేసే లైట్ రే అనేది షార్టెస్ట్ టైంలో డెస్టినేషన్ పాయింట్కి రీచ్ అవుతుంది. ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ యాక్టివిటీ we got. And one more thing, we discussed in previous class, angle of incidence is always equals to angle of reflection. That is also from the Fermat principle only. Let me take this one only, AEB. Can I draw the straight line at point of incidence? Yes, I can take. This is the point of incidence for this particular light ray, where I can measure this angle here that is angle between normal and incident ray, angle of incidence. And here if you observe on the other side also, angle between this is a reflected ray. If the light is incidenting in this path, then it is possible. I can say this is a incident ray and this is a reflected ray and this is a reflected ray. Angle between normal and incident ray is called angle of incidence, and angle between a reflected ray and a normal is called angle of reflection, reflection. So if cross select this path, here angle of incidence and angle of reflection, if you measure, the both are same. Okay. So the light ray will also travels in this path only if it is incident. Okay. So let me give you more information regarding this one, angle of incidence and angle of reflection. Why we are taking always these two are same? Why we are taking always these two are same? For that you need to know a little information. Ready? So this is the plane, this is the plane reflection, plane of reflection, and here it is a normal, okay. Here two more planes I am taking here. So these two are same height from this bottom, and this is a normal. If I make incident light ray here, from this one, this is called a this is called incident ray, and here it is angle of incidence, So here I can draw the reflected ray, this is a reflected ray which is bounced back, and if you measure you will get the angle R. Okay. So after incident the light ray is bounced back. After incident the light ray is bounced back. Why it select this path? Because after bouncing back it will incident at same distance from the normal. Look, what is the distance from here to here? Is equal to the distance from here to here also. Here, equal distance from normal. Incident ray starts here its journey, and the reflected ray will be incident here from the normal. If you observe, these two distances are equal. Because after bouncing back, this is the shortest path to reach this point, which is in equal distance from the normal, where the distance between normal and incident ray, if suppose this is 10 centimeters and this is also 10 centimeters only. To reach this 10 centimeter distance from the normal, it will take this path only. Definitely, surely that path only it will take. So here this is the incident ray, it is at a distance 10 centimeters from the normal. To reach the same distance on the other side, reflected ray also will take the same distance, shortest time. Incident ray is 10 centimeters from the normal. On the other side, a reflected ray also must incident at 10 centimeters from the normal. To reach this destination point here, it will select only this path, because if it select this path, then only it can reach the destination point in shortest time. So after reaching this destination point, if you measure the angle of incidence and angle of reflection, then the magnitude of angle is same. That is, angle I is equals to angle R. Angle I is equals to angle R. So here Fermat principle is the reason to this one, to reach this point. Fermat principle is the reason for the reflected ray to reach the same distance from the normal, the same distance from the normal. ఈ రిఫ్లెక్టెడ్ రేకి ఆ నార్మల్ దగ్గర నుంచి ఇంత డిస్టెన్స్లోనే నేను ఇన్సిడెంట్ అవ్వాలి, ఇక్కడ రావాలి అన్నది దేనికి చూపిస్తుందండి? షార్టెస్ట్ టైంలో ట్రావెల్ చేయాలి కాబట్టి అదే పాత్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఈ రెండు వర్డ్స్ ఎవరి సార్? ఫెర్మెట్ ప్రిన్సిపల్ నుంచి వచ్చింది. సో అలాంటి సిచ్యువేషన్లో ఈ రిఫ్లెక్టెడ్ రే అనేది ఈ పాయింట్కి రీచ్ అయింది. ఆ రీచ్ అయినప్పుడు మాత్రమే ఈ నార్మల్కి ఇన్సిడెంట్ రేకి ఎంత డిస్టెన్స్ అయితే ఉందో అదే డిస్టెన్స్ నార్మల్కి రిఫ్లెక్టెడ్ రేకి కూడా ఉంటుంది. అలా ఉన్నట్లు మనం చూస్తున్నాం ఇక్కడ. అప్పుడు ఎట్ దట్ టైం యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్సిడెన్స్ ఆల్వేస్ ఈక్వల్ టు యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ రిఫ్లెక్షన్. So why this angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection? Because these two lengths are same. Why these two lengths are same? Because a reflected ray will follow a rule, that is a principle, that is nothing but Fermat principle. So Fermat principle will give the best reason why the angle of incidence is equals to angle of a reflection. Okay. So children, you all can read that activity number 2 in your textbook. You all can read this activity number 2 in your textbook up to here. So tomorrow in next class we will discuss about plane mirror and how these images are forming. Okay. So everything we will get this after watching this video. Please prepare your classwork carefully because I will ask few students to send your classwork. Okay. After writing about this second activity in your own words, you can send to my WhatsApp. So in next class I will give you questions also and a brief explanation about plane mirror and number of images formed. Okay. Goodbye. So everyone watch the video till the end. Okay. So bye.